Hello, welcome. WJ Burns PHX. This here is a Grundig Majestic Model 5077 USA. It's an 8 tube, 4 band radio, table radio from about 1957 or 1958. This has been completely refurbished inside and outside. This here was for a friend of mine, or is for a friend of mine in Salt Lake City. Brought it down to me so I could get it checked out and do a refurbishment to it. The cabinet has been completely refinished in a golden oak finish. The facing on this plyboard, it did originally have a strip of veneer on it. It has since given loose. There was a little piece up here and a little piece down there in the corner. But the edge of the wood was so clean and pristine, I decided to go ahead and just take the rest of the thing off and do a fill on this edge and give it a smooth finish. The speaker grill cloth is new. All the buttons and knobs have been cleaned, polished, and clear protection. The dial is an original dial. It started a little peeling down here on the back side that we managed to keep it intact pretty much. But the front, it has lifted the coating off the glass here a little bit. All in all, it looks pretty good though. The bands are broadcast regular AM band, shortwave 1, 2, and it has FM on it. It has these enhanced tonal buttons here for the various, I don't know how you describe it, for the different music voice types. These, I don't know if you can tell it, the orchestra button is pushed, and so the orchestra indicator is lit. So if you did the jazz button will light. Multisonic doesn't have an indicator. It's just a telltale from the button, and then voice is lit when you use it. And this here mutes down, from what I can gather and what I experienced here, it shuts down the 2 side speakers, I believe, and leaves just the front one working. The speaker, I believe, the main speaker is 6x9. It's a big one. It'll make this thing flutter when you crank it up. The side speakers are, I think, 4x6 or something like that. They give off pretty good high tone. The cabinet has been completely refinished in a several coats of semi-gloss poly. I'll take you around the back here and get you give a look at it. The back is in really good shape, pretty pristine. There's no flaking that I can tell on any of the graphics. Looks really great, really good. I have put a coat or two of clear satin finish poly on it to kind of help keep it from the exposed to the elements. So it should knock down the flaking, if any, later. This here is your FM dipole antenna. It is connected to a long wire. I'm going to demonstrate this set here in a bit. The inside has been completely cleaned. Let me get the back off of it and I'll give you a shot of that. Alright, there is your mid-range high tone side speakers. There is your massive woofer mid-range transducer, I think that's what that is, and network. And I believe I've showed you the chassis in the previous segment. So there's that backside and interior. We'll close it up here and let you give a listen to it. Stand by. All right, let's get started. Hopefully you can hear it all right. I'll give you a demonstration later this evening on its aesthetic look in controlled light. Right now we're out on the bench and it's about noon. In case you hadn't noticed all the glares and everything. This thing is a little large for my bench and to get a good viewing of it. So I'll do the scan out here and then I'll give you a look at it under subdued light later and show you that the Magic Eye does function, but it's not very bright, but it works, and you can discern the sensitivity of the reception. Okay, we'll start on the FM and work our way towards the broadcast.
Radio like this from Nico Moon. It's good time on the new Colt at 107.5. We just trying to catch a good time.
That's up at about a 108, 107.5, I believe it is. Okay, here we go. There's one. There's two. 3. 4.
In order to suggest that morality is a
5. 6. Faint 7.
There are reports that soldiers in northern prevented the United Nations team from reaching a refugee
8.
camp. Unconfirmed, say that a UN
9. 10. Let me give you a taste of the sounds. Now let's it has some punch. Okay, well, I think we were at 8 or 9, somewhere around there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Let potofgoldestate.com
18,
you get the extra cash you need.
19,
Potofgoldestate.com will purchase your items outright, or you can
20,
Chance for hope and peace.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28,
Medicine and literature. And that's how the Nobel Prize is
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 34. That's quite a few for this part of our world. We're kind of located in the sphincter of the Southwest. So let's go to shortwave 2. Shortwave 2 will probably come in a lot better if you keep the tones up here, either using voice, orchestra, or jazz. Multisonic will be a little too low for it. You'll get a crisper reception out of it with the higher tones set. So we'll go back the other way and see what we can find. Oh, we're over here. We're going to start at the top. Now, this time of day, you probably won't get too much on it because of the sun is high in the sky, and in order to get any decent reception, you do need a long wire antenna connected to it, an external antenna. Mine is just a big ass wire that stretches out to the far fence and comes back to my canopy. It's kind of a V-shaped a little bit, almost an L type, and it's about 40 feet long. You could probably do it with a shorter one, 10 feet, 12 feet long.
No, we'll camp out in the minivan.
You get a lot more in the late afternoon, evening, especially on shortwave 1. There's one. There's 2. 3.
Just who run around pointing out this person
4.
or that.
There's 5. Sounds like ham.
Four former men and women stood up for us.
There's
The women took care
5.
of the men. They're running on the fumes. Of
Alex Jones.
A lot greater than that.
6. 7. 8.
9 minutes. Coordinated Universal Time.
10, if you count WWV, which is a frequency.
Killed by the fire.
11. 12. Okay, that's it for that band. Go over to shortwave 1. Now, in shortwave 1, you probably won't get anything up to about 4, but anywhere above that, not late in the evening, but in the evening hours from about 5 o'clock on, you'll start getting some more here on the shortwave 2 band, especially up higher in the higher frequencies. Some amateur. More amateur. That's it for that. This is more evening. This is more daytime, morning. Okay, we'll go to the AM band.
There's a feeling of Christmas.
That's our local station. That's 1. There's 2.
Profiling, selling data, and limiting
3.
expression.
Kind of a 4. Kind of a 5. 6.
$120
7.
It just kind of happened. But actually, the very beginning of this record,
8.
every Christmas was the very...
9.
'Spirit, fandom, or love of the sport. It's the
10.
game where the comeback happens.
Okay. All right, now we'll demonstrate the difference using the switch for the ferret antenna internal. Let's put this right about 55. Okay, nothing there.
Each week, hundreds of households and families in northern Arizona need help. As the weather gets colder, the need gets greater. The Burning Desire to Feed the Hungry food drive is presented by your Northern Arizona Edward Jones Financial
Twisting this,
Advisors.
it doesn't go very far, maybe almost a half a turn thereabouts. A half a turn here will equal about a full turn on the inside for the ferret antenna. The light here indicates to you that the ferret antenna is in use and not the external antenna.
Davison Figueredo looks to make a statement against Brandon Moreno.
Y norteño. José 7:10 AM. Toca las de tu rancho.
Okay, now the pickup. I'm going to have to put together something in order to demonstrate that, so hang on. Okay, here I've got the adapter that I fashioned for this radio. All it is just an earphone cord. It has a 3.5 millimeter plug on one end, and it has these pins on the other end that plug into these ports. The top one is your ground, or black one, and the bottom is for, that's indicating record player or phono. It is your red lead. And then on the other end,
finally it came out like after we shot it, and I came back to like see it like all edited together, and that was when I could finally tell people. And they're like, oh, we were like, man, she was kind of weird, like, and I was like,
and
I'm
I
so
got a mini
sorry. We
boom
just
box
wanting
here.
it to get out, and I didn't want to have to explain.
This is set for pickup.
The worst day ever doing this special.
That little
you could never tell because
icon there is for
that's how much I love Christmas people.
phono or record player. And so we'll plug it in here.
Receivers. But you know what happened to him, Raj? You know I'm taking my time up.
Is Ralph third coming out next June. First 5 books of the Bible.
Okay.
The Rational Bible. Do not favor the poor.
Turn that off. Okay, so there you have it. Grundig Majestic 5077 USA. This will not be offered on eBay. This is going back to a friend of mine in Salt Lake City. I hope he likes it. I'll append on the the subdued light shot on the dial at the end. Thanks for watching. Okay, here is the dial under really subdued light. I put the radio in the shed and closed the door.
Where do I really want to live? While you handle life's questions,
you can see that it's got pretty good lighting.
And invest for your next move with the option
over
to
here
work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill,
is for your the lamp for your ferret antenna.
To get started today.
The lamp for your
risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor member SIPC. Investment products are
these are just backlit or side lit. Whenever you push one of these,
including another shutdown of youth sports.
The Iowa Department of Health reports 913 new coronavirus cases and 35 deaths statewide with new mitigation measures.
There's that, and then here's the magic eye.
With the exception of high school, collegiate, and professional sports, all organized youth and adult sports activities have been
medication or essential support.
Virus numbers dropping in counties with the highest positivity rates in hopes that the new measures continue the trend. Almost 200.
It's not real bright, but in the evenings and under subdued light, you'll be able to see it pretty well. So,
Fox News.
Nationwide,
there we are.
COVID have just crossed 283,000.
Thanks for watching.
More than 14